Namaste everyone here at BookTube. Welcome to my channel Hamsavahini Vajra Astra. I'm Ahona. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the Tome Topple Round 12 Readathon Challenge, which had been hosted by Sam from Thoughts on Tombs, Kaz from Little Book Owl, Adria from Perpetual Pages, Tori from Tori Morrow, Sarah Jane and Sian, who are from other BookTube channels, and I have listed their BookTube links in the description box below. Gaia, who is another Instagram user, and another Sam, who is from another website. I have listed their links in the description box below, so please check out their links to their wonderful channels as well as other links on the internet. This particular challenge had commenced from the 8th of August at the strike of midnight and continued to 11:59 on the 21st of August in our respective time zones. Now, there were various prompts, and I had tried to participate for the student level challenge, which was to complete any of the 3 prompts in the given list of prompts. So the first tome which I had originally selected was Florence Nightingale by Bostridge, and I had selected this tome for the prompt for newly acquired tome. Now, unfortunately, I could not finish all the 3 tomes which I had selected, so this particular tome is going to stand for, or is going to fulfill another prompt, which is Standalone tome. The next tome which I had chosen for this challenge was The Nightingale Girls by Donna Douglas for fulfilling the prompt of newly read genre, or a genre which I've never read. So this is a nursing fiction. I have never read about nursing fiction. This is the first time that I'm reading about nursing fiction. This is a series. This is the first book of the series, and this would qualify for the prompt never read genre, or a new genre which I'm reading for the first time. The third tome which I had chosen, which I never completed, was an audiobook by the Brothers Karamazov the audiobook of The Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky, and I could not complete it, unfortunately, so that goes into my DNF tag. But the fact that the requirement for participation at the students level for fulfilling 3 prompts is something which I managed to do. Now, I do have a bad habit of ramblings, and there are lots of details which I'd like to share. So in order for me not to venture into those details unnecessarily, I have penned down most of my thoughts in these a few pages while I was reading, and I will be referring to this while I'm trying to share this video. Now, this is going to be primarily a wrap-up video. I had done a short vlog on the first time that I had started reading the first tome, which is Florence Nightingale by Bostridge. However, I could not continue vlogging every day. There was another vlog which I had tried to put together for the Nightingale Girls, which I had started on the 18th or maybe the 17th. So I have a vlog for the 18th, which I've not put, but I will try to put that link together, or I'll try to put that video together, or the vlog together, after, in continuation with this video, so that it's all together. Now, the first tome, Florence Nightingale by Bostridge, this is actually a very detailed historical biography which I read, and I did enjoy reading it. However, some of the chapters did take a lot of time, because there was a lot of things that I had to Google up in between to cross-check and cross-reference. Now, Florence Nightingale was also, or popularly known as, the Lady with a Lamp, and she was born on the 12th of May 1820, and however, she expired on the 13th of August 1910. She was a British nurse, and she was a statistician. She was a social reformer and a foundational philosopher of modern nursing. She had a major role in the Crimean War, and she was put in charge of nursing the British soldiers during the Crimean War at the Hospital of Scutari, which was her main area of work. She also formalized education and formally established the first scientifically based nursing school, which is called the Nightingale Nursing School at St. Thomas in London in 1860. She was also the first woman to be awarded the Order of Merit in 1907 by King Edward, and she was popularly given the title of the Angel of Crimea. Now this is a short history of the main aspects of Florence Nightingale, but there are other aspects which I would have loved to discuss, but I just want to keep this video very short. So I'd just like to mention something about this book. This book is divided into 5 sections. The first section deals with Florence Nightingale's childhood and how her father and her mother and her various uncles and aunts, brothers, sisters and cousins influenced the fact that she wanted to find her calling in nursing through the voice which she heard of God, and God wanted her to serve him in a more intense way. So she found her calling in nursing. She also elevated nursing because she felt that she had not done much, and she always had the drive that God always wanted her to do more. She tried to reform the soldier's life, and she also managed to get the English or the British soldier in the eyes of the British officials as an icon or a beacon of national pride, to the extent that during the colonial rule in India, the British army soldiers suffered, their health suffered. So she did manage to completely uplift and reform the public health and the sanitation and the hospital services in India, which is followed to this day in India as well. So Florence Nightingale is very popular in Indian hospitals, and everything about her is followed to this day as well. Of course, there are reforms which have taken place. However, as far as the hospital reforms go, and especially the nursing section, a lot of Florence Nightingale in India is followed today. Now, coming back to the book, the section 2 deals with her journey in the Crimean War, in which she was stationed at Scutari Hospital in 1854. She worked and reformed the way in which nursing was conducted, and the way in which the wounded soldiers were taken care of. She also organized the way in which the hospitals functioned, and it was really appreciated. However, she did suffer from the Crimean War when she went into the battlefield, into the original battlefield, when she saw a lot of war which was going on, because she was taken to the war field as well, where she had to see the soldiers. She was given an applause, and she was given a round which she felt very humbled at. However, she contracted the Crimean War, unfortunately, which did affect her life later on. Section 3 of this book deals with her fame and popularity, and although Florence rejected all the fame and popularity because all nursing was and all her work at the Crimean War was God's calling, but she utilized this fame and the recognition to reform and put forth or get government grants and government attention towards reforming the hospital standards, and also in putting or elevating nursing as a properly trained, organized and educated field of profession, especially for those women who were trying to gain an independent way of living through service of the wounded and in the name of service to God. So this was something which she did, and she was highly appreciated and recognized for this effort. Section 4 of this book deals with how nursing was taken as a serious profession, and it changed the women's position in the Victorian age, because there was a lot of changes which had taken place. Women had started seeing their independence in the Victorian age, especially the working class women and the women who we usually categorized, or who were usually categorized in the servant section. Now, Section 5 of this book deals with her critics and the various viewpoints where her work was demoralized because of the rumors and gossips, because there was a lot of jealousy and envy which had taken place, because Florence Nightingale was almost elevated to the second Queen of England. So everybody used to say that we have 2 queens in England during the Victorian age. The first was Queen Victoria herself, and the second was Florence Nightingale. So this was a point of jealousy for a lot of people, and they did try to demoralize Florence's work and criticize it. However, Florence always, the work of Florence Nightingale always managed to stay afloat, as well as during the women's movement, or the women's activist feminist movement, where women were gaining recognition for the first time of independence. Her work was highly recognized, and her nursing, the fact that she had opened a nursing school, stayed afloat, and all the rumors subsided. However, there are some rumors which are still going on today, but if you really know into the facts, I believe you should try to read more about Florence Nightingale, and Mark Bostridge is an excellent place to begin with. Of course, there are other places where you can begin with, but most of nursing which Florence Nightingale did, along with her contribution in correspondence through letters towards the Civil War of which broke out in America, especially with Clara Barton, who was one of the co-founders of the Red Cross, actually helped to get the wounded and the wounded soldiers, especially, who were lying on the fields. She organized a lot in the War Office, not only in Britain, but also she sent these correspondences in the War Office organization, practical organization techniques, which was followed in the American Civil War. So she not only contributed in Britain, she also contributed in India, she also contributed in the American Civil War, which is not really mentioned in most of the biographies or in most of the literature which is written about her. But she was a woman who really reformed the entire face of nursing, which was one of the most misunderstood spheres. And the fact that it is one of the most important spheres in terms of healing was put forth in front, or brought into the frontier, by Florence Nightingale. So this is something which I really enjoyed, and I would suggest anybody who wants to know more about Florence Nightingale, do please pick up this biography by Mark Bostridge. Just for your information, this book has already, or this historical biography has already won the the Elizabeth Longford Award for one of the most intense and detailed biographies on Florence Nightingale. Now, I'll just move up to the second tome which I had selected, which was The Nightingale Girls by Donna Doyle. I loved reading this book. I finished this just in 5 days, and it revolves around the lives of 3 characters, who are Dora Doyle, Amelia Benedict, and Helen Tremaine, and they are all in their 20s. They have just got into the prestigious Nightingale Nursing School, although most of them do not have, one of them does not have funds. The other is the daughter of an earl, and she's flooded with funds, although she doesn't do very well in the school itself. But how her journey takes her through understanding as to how she should be grateful that she has got an opportunity. That is, I'm talking about the daughter of the earl, and she becomes very fast friends with Dora Doyle, who is the woman who was selected for the Nightingale Nursing School, and she was actually from a very poor background. However, she did make friends with Amelia Benedict, who was the daughter of the earl who I just mentioned before, and this helped them to get together and form a beautiful friendship. There was also a mention of Helen Tremaine. She is also one of the main characters. Her struggles with her mother, who was very strict with her. She was the daughter of one of the trustees of the hospital, and their journey, and how they were all brought together, and how nursing actually helped them to empower as well as find solutions in their everyday life, is all mentioned in this book. This is a wonderful series, and I have also got their continuation series. Of course, these are only 2 of them over here. I have it's a continuation of there are about 6 to 7 books in continuation, which I would be reading further whenever I get an opportunity. So this was a short wrap up of all the literature that I'd read for this Readathon challenge. Something that I'd like to mention is that this Readathon challenge really helped me to understand where my reading skills were, and it also helped me to organize a lot about my reading, which I'll be using further in the other challenges which are upcoming. So I am quite keen to and I'm looking forward to the next Readathon challenge of Tome Topple, which I believe should be in November, or maybe it could be earlier than that, but I will try my very best to participate. Thank you so much for putting this together. I will be rounding off this video now, and I will leave a vlog. This will be continued by the vlog which I had recorded for this particular tome which I was reading, which I managed to record only for one day, but I will try to continue this video and end this video with that vlog. So thank you so much for putting this readathon challenge together, and I really loved it, and I hope to see you once again in another Tome Topple readathon challenge. And with this, I'll be saying a warm namaste and thank you for watching this video.